Okay, we are going to try again and see if this works. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm going to check and see if we have anybody that's connecting. Okay, sis found the new link. She's going to let me know how we're doing. If you're watching the rebroadcast, we had a little issue. So, who knows why? Our technology is really usually very good. So I'm just waiting to see if other people can hop on because we have some fantastic cards to share with you tonight. And we hope that you do hop on. So I'm waiting to see if Sis lets me know that it's going to work. This is just so sad. Okay, Christina, hey, woohoo, she found us. Susan Ray found us. Okay, y'all, now let me know. Is it better? I started fresh. I shut everything down. Let me know if it's better. Okay, we have a couple people on. We have Linda found us. So far, so good. Okay, everybody cross your fingers, cross your elbows. I do not know why this is happening. Wendy is on. Julie's on. Hey, you know what? I just appreciate y'all finding us. So I'm going to be watching very carefully. Yes, thank you so much, like Sis said, for finding us again. Woo! Anyway, we're going to have a fantastic night. We do not care that we had a little bump in the road. We are going to work with the double gatefold. But before we do that, we are going to talk a little bit. We were talking about Thanksgiving, and did everybody have a great Thanksgiving? And we were talking about the mad rush for Christmas. Now, I don't know if you looked at all our YouTube videos prior to this one, well, the last one really, but we had lots of Christmas ideas. So we kind of moved on, and we moved on to birthday cards, our last video. And tonight, I don't know what it is. We're sending some thanks, but we have a fantastic design that is just, I just love this design. We all love this design. So we just appreciate everybody before sharing and liking. So if you take just a moment to support our channel once again and share and like, we'd love that so much. Okay. I was running between my office back and forth. So I'm going to go ahead and go down to the crafting table and let's do this. Excuse me. Now, here is our double gate fold we're going to make. Oh, don't you just love this design? I love this design. Now, we are going to make 2 cards, and then if you want to stick around and you let me know, I have a bonus Christmas card to make with you that I think you'll like. It's so pretty. This is so cool because you get to use your DSP. Now, how many of y'all are guilty? You buy your DSP and you don't use it. You've got to use it or you'll lose it, right? We have to force ourselves to use our DSP. But what's so great about this card is that it just fits on a mat. This is not a card, but yet I know everybody's concern is always, will it stand up? And yes, it stands up. Oh, thank everybody. We love y'all so much for finding us. We really do. Marty and I have worked really hard on this card and this design, so we hope that you like it. Okay, now we are going to play a couple games. We have a couple visitors, and we are going to give away some fantastic gifts because, well, it's Christmas, and we don't know. We just love y'all so much and appreciate you. So we are going to take, looks like a familiar box, right? We're going to take this box and we're going to fill it up with goodies, and we are going to send it to 4 lucky winners. Now, we're going to do that. We will be sending it out next week, and the way you win is you chat, and you also comment on our 2 little visitors that we're going to have. But then I'm also going to show you another video that is like this one. It uses the same style. In fact, it's creating this card right here. So it has lots of great tips and also tricks that you can do. So, but I'll get to how that plays and is important. So I'm just looking. Oh my gosh. Sharon said she liked and shared. Thank you so much. Lisa, let's see, what did Lisa say? Lisa said, oh my gosh, I'm so jealous, Lisa. You know I love snow. Let me see. I love sunflowers. I love pumpkin spice smelly. And I love snow, so I'm really jealous. But send me a picture, Lisa. I want to see somebody who has lots and lots of snow. But enough chit chat, okay? Look at this card. I want to show you how to make this card. It's so easy. It's just going to go so fast. Don't blink your eyes, right? What do I always say first thing? Excuse me, is we have to do our color coordination. And I just love Pretty Peacock. I love this color. And I love this paper. Look at this paper. Isn't it gorgeous? It's just so beautiful. And you know, it comes in that patterned paper pack, frames and flowers, because it has lots of punch outs. And so the first thing we want to do is go ahead and cut our base mat. Now this is what this pattern paper is going to rest on. So let's go ahead and cut that at 5.5 by 4 1/4. Let's see, yes, 5.5. Got that. By 4 1/4. And what does that sound like? Well, that sounds like our A2 card, right? That is the exact size so that it fits in the envelope, not to worry. Now, the next thing we want to do is the actual card. Now, if you have directional paper like I do, you really do need to be mindful of that. And you want to make sure, this is a 12-inch. You will need 12 inches. So we want to go ahead and cut our depth, turn it like this, because we want our column. I always say, think of it like the column. That's the length that you have, and our column is going to be 12 inches wide so that we have our directional paper. But our actual, I guess the height of the paper is going to be 5 1/4. So I'm just going to cut that. And you see my direction is just like this. And now I'm going to put it in my trimmer, and we're going to make a few score lines. 2, 4, 8, and 10. Now, how easy is that? Now, remember, when you're working with patterned paper, whosever patterned paper you have, it is much thinner than cardstock. So we have 2, 4. We're going to extend our arm. We're going to score at 8. And I'm just going to push that so I can read the new comments. And 10. Oh, Ramona says she does want to use her patterned paper. Well, get it out, because you are going to want to make this card over and over and over again. Now we're just going to close that arm. And let's just go ahead and keep it like this and find your score line and fold in and fold back. Go to this side, find that score line and fold in and fold back. Now bring in your bone folder, give it a good crease, and it's not just on the top that you want to crease it, it's also this bottom right there. So go ahead and turn this over, give it a good crease. And now look what we have. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Now, you could always do it this way if you wanted to, but I want to see all this beautiful paper. Now, what's so cool about this is it's going to look like an illusion when we finish it, which brings me, Monty and I and brother and his wife are going to go see the Christmas Illusionist this weekend in El Paso. So excited to see them. So how do we cut this little slant right here? This is going to be an illusion card. We are going to, from the top right here, measure down 2 1/4. Now let me show you a trick. If you have this trimmer, go ahead and lay it flat and put it at 2 1/4, and then close it and make sure it's straight. Close it. Now we're going to take our pencil and we're just going to put a little tick mark right there using this guide, right? And then we're going to come down here to the bottom and we're going to put a little tick mark. And that way you only have to measure once. I don't know if you thought about that, but there you have it. Now we're going to keep this and we are going to cut from this first score line to the tick mark. So let's put that in the canal and let's rotate it. And let me get that a little bit closer. We're putting the tick mark right here in the canal and we're just rotating until I get the top of that score line. Then we're going to close it and slice. Now we're going to do the same thing over here. Let's see. Just making sure this is right. Yes, okay. We're going to put this score line in the canal and rotate it until we get the tick mark right in the canal. You really have to make sure it's right there and slice. Now, this is where the illusion comes in. Hey, Yvonne! It's your first time live with us. Well, welcome. We hope you have fun tonight. Look at that. See how we sliced this? And this shows. The illusion comes in. We are not going to cut this. We are simply going to grab this and flip it and go ahead and glue it down. And it looks like we cut it. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's bring in our silicone mat. I love this card. It's so easy. Let's back off just a little bit. And let's put on a little bit of glue. Okay. Oh, people are finding us again. Thank you. Just going to get a little bit of glue with my favorite glue. We're just adding this right here. And because it's wet glue, you have plenty of time to wiggle. We're going to take this one, go ahead and add our glue. And we're going to add it to the other side. Oh my goodness, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Look. Open it up. Lots and lots of color. Oh my goodness, I just love it. And I love that it created that illusion. Now, the next thing we want to do, oh, Judy's loving it already, yay, is we want to go ahead and we are adding just a smaller piece, a sentiment piece right here. And the reason it's not our normal size is I wanted to see a big border around here. You can go ahead and increase this to whatever you want. I forgot to say, I want to remind you that all the measurements and supplies are already up on our website. Can you believe that? I didn't procrastinate. I got it already posted. So you have all these measurements. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, Barbara, I'm watching some of theirs. Love your tutorials. Hand pink waving. Aw, Barbara, thank you. Welcome to our live. Okay, so we're going to put this down. But before we do that, I want to put just a little punch out first. So I punch that out. It just punches out with that patterned paper. And I'm going to go ahead. One of my pet peeves. You want to know one of them? I have so many. No, not really. Is I don't like to see the corner. If you're going to put something like this, I don't know, I just don't like to see that corner. So what I do is I just drop it until I don't see it anymore. And I like that better. I don't know where that came from, but I guess we all have our pet peeves, right? So I went ahead and I just used some tape. I'm going to put that down. I'm going to flip it over, grab me a pair of scissors. Where are they? There they are. And I'm just going to cut that off. And that may not bother you at all, and that's fine. I don't know, I just like it. It just looks like it's coming from the corner, right? So we have that. Now, I'm also going to stamp a message. And we know, those of you who have been watching, I'm going to use Night of Navy. Hi, Abiba. Welcome. Welcome, Lori. MN Pepsi. Okay, welcome everyone. So I want to go ahead and tap, tap, tap. Look at this beautiful saying. Isn't that beautiful? I just love that. And we hope that it's long enough. Yes, it is. The paper is just perfect. We're going to hold that down and just let all that ink transfer. Oh, yay, Yvonne. You say it looks better. Okay. And we're going to now just lay this down right here. But because I want to be able to wiggle, right? I always say that. I'm going to go ahead and use wet glue. Okay. Just going to do a little wiggling to make sure top to bottom, side to side, we have it even. And look at that. Easy, easy, right? So let's bring this in. Let's go ahead and get it laid down on our mat. I'm going to go ahead and put some glue. Once again, you can use tape. You can use whatever you want to adhere it to that mat. I just like to use glue. And there we are. I just love this design. Sandy loves Night of Navy too. That's right, Diane. Tap, tap, tap. And look, see, it stands up perfectly. I mean, right? We all want it to stand up, but we're not done. Because while this is pretty, we need to doll it up, as my mother would say. Doll it up with something even prettier. So we have cut 3 squares, and we're going to form them into a diamond so that we're going to put it just like that. And that's what really makes it pop. So look what I did. Now, I realize you're going to say you're not going to see that. That's true. So true. This is one of our new embossing folders, and I didn't think I was going to like it. But oh my goodness, I love it. Look at that. And yes, it would be nice if you could see it, and you're not going to be able to see it, but that's okay. I don't care. You can still see a little bit around the edges, and I'm fine with that. So I'm going to go ahead and set this up on some dimensionals. And I'm not going to put a lot. I'm just going to put 1 in each corner. And you can see how quickly this comes together. Oh, just so easy. I'm going to take the backing off of these. Just throw it on the floor. I will vacuum later. Okay, so we're going to lay this down. Now, this is where I have made many bloopers. You know, you automatically look at this and go, oh, it's a square. So when I stamp it, I'm going to stamp my message like a square and it'll be okay. This, remember, is a diamond, so we need to treat it as such. So we're going to bring in this beautiful sentiment. We're going to bring in our Night of Navy again. And we are going to tap, tap, tap. And I'm going to put it as far down as I can. I'm going to try not to get my head in the picture. Okay. Yvonne, you can do this. This is one of the easiest cards. Now, because we're going to make another card, it'll go together even faster and you'll be able to see how easy it really is. So let's go ahead and add some dimensionals on this one too. I'm just going to put dimensionals on everything, but once again, I'm not using that many. So let's get this. I'm going to put it right there. Throw these away. Hopefully I hit the trash can, which is right next to me. If not, I'll get out the old vacuum cleaner. Okay, let's see. I always test them to see if I have them. Yes, I do. Okay, so we're going to put this just like that. And you don't have to use 3 mats. I'm going to show you 2 more cards that we only did 2 mats, and we actually cut it just a little different so that you can see 2 ways to cut it. Now remember I said I was going to bring in this beautiful thing. Once again, I'm going to cover up that corner because that's what I do. And I'm going to put it on just like this. I'm going to put my dimensionals way over to the side. And let me know what you think about this. I think it's so pretty. Let's see. Look at that. Ooh, we didn't even have to color. And it's so pretty. Now, I have a little bitty flower in here. And I think it might kind of look pretty. Let me see. Might look pretty down there. I think so. So I'm just going to lay it flat. Put a little bit of glue, just a little dab. Little dab will do ya. I'm going to cover up that corner. See, I'm going to turn it just a little bit. Just like that. What do you think? Simple, right? Now, look at how we attach it. Ooh, let me get that piece of paper out of the way. Because it's a diamond, we're going to line up our points right here with this center right there. So we can see that it's lined up, and depending if you're right-handed or left-handed, however you want to open it up. If you want to have it on this side, or maybe you want it on that side, but whatever you do, you're only going to put glue on half of it. So just remember that. So I'm just going to grab some glue right here. Just add a little bit of glue, not a lot because we want it to stick. I'm going to line this up just like this. Hold it there for just a second. Remind me of a birdhouse. That is so true. Look at that. What do you think about this? Isn't that a great design? Stands up perfectly, which we know is so important. I love that design. Now remember, I said we're going to make another card and then we have a bonus Christmas card. But before we do that, we have a little guest. And as soon as you see Rudy appear, take a moment and type his name in the chat. Okay, let me see here. There he is. There's Rudy. Hey, Rudy. We're going to give y'all about a minute to type Rudy's name. And then we're going to select a winner. Now remember, as you're typing Rudy, excuse me, this is going to be the prize. We are going to send out 4 boxes of Happy Mail boxes filled with goodies because it's Christmas and we just appreciate our crafting family so much. Oh, hey, Rhonda, thank you. We got a lot of Rudies. Now, if you are selected, Maudie's going to put the link in the chat room and you need to send me your address. I may already have your address. Maybe you've won before. I don't know. But if you would go ahead and do that, we need your mailing address. So we got a lot of Rudies coming through. Rudy. Rudy. I am going to just scroll down my thing and put my finger on something, and we are going to see what happens. So, round and round we go. Let's see what happens. Okay. Yvonne Swain. Yay! Let's give Yvonne a congratulations. Yvonne Swain. Now I have to find you. Yvonne, I have to go back and find your name and take that name off the screen. Makes it kind of hard. Let's see, maybe it's down here. Okay, it takes me just a minute. So Yvonne, everybody take a moment and congratulate Yvonne. Okay, Yvonne, you are our first winner of our Happy Mail box for Christmas. Fantastic. Okay, take a moment and congratulate Yvonne. as we look at our card one more time. Just loving this card. And it's really fun to create, you know. Monty and I love it when you can take a card and you can, let me see, where is that? Let me see, where you can jazz it up or you can keep it simple, right? This is one of those cards. You can do either one. We like to jazz things up, but you don't have to. Now we're going to create a card using, I want to show you this. Oh, of course I wouldn't have it. Okay. But this is our new paper that we have coming out in January. Oh my gosh. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness. Look at that paper. I'm loving that paper. So we decided to use Old Olive with it. Of course, we have our white for our inside, and then we have our 3 mats for the front. Easy, easy. Now, what we also did is we let the pattern paper do the work for us. I'm always saying that. If you have pattern paper that has birds in it, oh my goodness, use the birds. If you have flowers, use these flowers. Cut them out. You know, because you can just, well, I can never color them as beautiful as they are. So we have our mat cut. We have our base card cut. Now we just need to make some score lines. So go ahead and extend your arm. And remember, we are going to score at 2, 4, 8, and 10. Now, this is pattern paper, so I'm going to be very careful when I score because it will tear. It is a lot thinner than cardstock. But 2, 4, and then 8 and 10. You can see that this is one of those designs, you know. It's a keeper. It is a keeper. We're moving on over to 10. And I am so happy that well, I'm not even going to say it. I don't want to jinx our technology. If you're watching the rebroadcast, welcome. We hope that you're playing along with us. Now, look, I went ahead and scored it. You can kind of see the score lines. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it this way, and I'm going to just feel for those score lines. I can feel them. I'm going to fold it to the right, fold it to the left. On this side, I'm going to find that score line, fold it to the left, fold it to the right. Bring in my bone folder, give it a good crease, even underneath. And look at that. Already have that. Now what we need to do is cut our diagonals, remember? And remember the trick I showed you? If you have this, let me see if I can back off just a little. Okay, we're going to put it in at 2 1/4. Line it up, make sure it's straight all the way down. And then we're going to close it. We're going to bring in our pencil and use our guide right here and put a little tick mark. Go down to the very bottom. You can't really see it. There we go. And put a little tick mark right here using this guide. Then we are going to take the first score line and we're going to cut a slant down to the tick mark. So put it in. Let's see, where is that tick mark? I think it's right there. Yep. Let's see, I want to make sure. I just want to make sure that that is 2 1/4. 2 1/4, yes. Okay. We are going to put our score line in and just rotate it to the tick mark. Make sure everything is lined up. And slice. Going to do the same thing to this. Put our score line in the canal, rotate until our tick mark is also in the canal, and slice. Now, we are going to add our tape and just put our bottom down just like that. Oh, so pretty. Let's get that done. You can see how quickly it goes together now that you know how to do it. It just goes together perfectly. Now, I will say that you don't have to have a paper that you love front and back. You don't have to, but it sure makes it easier. And you cut less scraps. So you see how we have that? Look how pretty that is. We just cut the top part and added it to the bottom. Now I'm going to let me find my eraser so I can get that erased. We don't want that on there. Okay. And now I can go in a little closer. Oops. There we go. Look at that. How pretty is that? Let's go ahead and add our inside. We're going to use the same stamps. Bring out our Night of Navy. Oh, I got them. Ooh, look, I just made a mess. I'm sure y'all never do that, right? We're just going to stamp it. Hold it for just a second. Hey, Judith, welcome. We're so happy you're here. Look at that, pretty, pretty. Now, this is going to go on our beautiful diamond, but we cut some extra ones. So let's go ahead and just add it to the corner like I like to do. And we'll just add it about right there. I'm going to go ahead and use my tape. Get it exactly where I want it. I'm going to cut that off. It's just a little something I like to do. And look at that. Looks like it's just coming in on the side. I know, right? Judith, it's like so happy and sunny. I love it. Now, let's go ahead and stamp this one. We need to remember, stamp it as a diamond, right? Tap, tap, tap. These are thank you cards, and oh my goodness, wouldn't someone love to receive this? You get a Secret Santa gift or you got a gift. Oh yeah. They're going to think, oh my goodness, you spent so much time making this. And you're going to say, oh, it took me weeks to do this. Okay, so we have that. We're going to close. And now let's see, what should we do? Let's go ahead and add this to our other bottom mat. Get a few little dimensionals. And I put it in the middle so that when it goes through the mail, it doesn't push down. That dimensional will hold it in place. And so that, hopefully it gets to its recipient exactly the way it's supposed to. So let's go ahead and add this. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and add this one. And you don't even have to add these dimensionals. If you don't want to, if you don't like working with dimensionals, you can just glue these flat and send it in the mail. And I just want to take this moment to thank everyone that sent us Christmas cards. They were so lovely, and we just appreciate y'all so much. I tell you, Marty and I learn a lot from your cards. We go, wow, look at that. We're going to use that. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this. Now, the reason I went ahead and put this down is this is going to go over the corner, but I'm not going to cut it off because I actually want it to be over the corner. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this one flat. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right there. Not much because I want it to really stick quickly. Just going to put it where I can barely see the tip. Ooh, look how pretty that is. Now I'm going to put this one up on a dimensional. Just one little dimensional. Okay. Just going to put him, oh my goodness, look at that. Look how pretty that is. Now we have this little guy right here, and he can just go right there, and we'll just set him down on some tape, on some glue. Not tape, glue. Oh, look at that. What do you think? Happy? Sunshiny? Okay, I'm just going to read some of the things, some of the comments. Okay, just getting here. Okay, so happy and sunny. Thanks so much. Now remember, we're going to line our points up with this center fold right here. So that's what makes it so easy to get it lined up perfectly. Look at that. And I like to put mine over here, so I'm going to put my glue on this side, but it absolutely does not matter what side you put on it. The glue, it doesn't. You can do it however you want. I'm just trying to make sure that we have the same borders on the sides and just to see how we're doing. Okay. Now we need to put it on its mat, right? So let's go ahead and do that. And you know, we all have some patterned paper. And you would be surprised, even patterned paper that you think maybe isn't pretty, wait till you start making this card and you will see it really is much prettier. It's this coordinating color in the back that sometimes makes it pop. We're going to show you a card that we did in just a moment. And look at that. Now let's lay down our inside. And we have our second card made. Okay. So we're just going to center that top to bottom, side to side. And we have our second card. What yellow? I'm using Daffodil Delight. Don't you love it? It's bright and it's not pale, but it's not a dark color like crushed curry is a darker color. We were going to use the darker crushed curry, but when we put it on this paper, it just didn't pop. So when we added the daffodil, it just popped. So look at that. Stands up perfectly. And oh my goodness, it stands up like this. Isn't that a keepsake? Absolutely, that's a keepsake. So we have another guest. Are y'all ready for another guest? Now, our next guest, who's our next guest? Our next guest is this cute little guy. And he is all decked out in Christmas. And he's a penguin. Look at our penguin guy. So go ahead and take a minute and type in penguin or penny if it's easier. And let's go ahead and get him dancing. He's Christmas dancing. So remember, Monty, we'll put that in the chat room. Let me see. How can I get little Mr. Penguin? There we go. Monty will put that in the chat room again. And so I forgot who won the first one. Let's see. Okay, let's see. I'm waiting for a bunch of penguins to come through. We got our cute little penguin going. We are so excited to send out these Happy Mail boxes to our crafting family. We're just thrilled. Okay. Penny, we got a penny going. We got penguin. We got perfect. Just waiting a little bit more. I'm back here dancing. Can't really see me, and I can't move him to the other side. So he's just hanging out there. He is just hanging out. Okay. I see lots and lots of penguins. Let's see here. Okay. Just waiting for all the penguins. Goodness, round and round we go. Okay, let's see. We have more comments. Let's go get some more comments. Okay. I'm waiting for it to come up. I'm just glad that everybody was able to come tonight and watch us. We still have our one card to make. Okay, Patricia! Yay! Patricia said Penny. Everybody take a moment and congratulate Patricia. Is this Pat from Alabama or is this another one? I don't know. Excuse me. So, Pat, go ahead and send us your address. We are going to get these mailed off probably on Monday because we have to put them all together, all the little good stuff in there. Now I need to, let me see. Let me see if I can get that name off the screen. Now, it makes it kind of hard to get it off. Let's see. Let's see. Pat. Huh. That's why I don't like to hit it. Give me just a moment so that we can get that off the screen. Give me just a moment. Now, I'm going to let you know how the other two prizes are going to be given. They are, let's see, maybe this will do it. Okay. We have time to make one more card, and it's going to be a Christmas card. But I first want to tell everyone that's live and those of you who are watching the rebroadcast, we're going to select 2 people who go to that video, Possible, Quick, and Easy. It is this card. It is the double gatefold. And it was back 9 months ago we made the video. And all you have to do is watch, like, and share. Make a comment. Watch and comment and share, or, also like. And we're going to go back in and we are going to look at those people that have commented and watched it from tonight to probably about Sunday. So then we're going to select 2 more winners from that. And yay! And now, please, I want you to come back on Monday because I won't have your address, and watch for the winners at the top of this video, right? I'm going to say, congratulations, we selected these 2 people, and we will need you to send us your mailing address. I really don't know how else to do it because I don't know. Let's see. I don't know your addresses. Woohoo, I got it. Are we ready? Do we want to make a bonus card? Oh my goodness. I think you do because this bonus card is beautiful. I think it's beautiful. And then at the end, I'm going to show you 2 more cards. So let's make this bonus card really quickly. Now look at this paper. Oh, don't you love that? This is going to be a Christmas card and it's going to go fast. So here we already have it folded. We are going to put it in our trimmer and we are going to cut our marks. I believe that we may already have them marked, but let's go ahead, put it in there, put it at 2 1/4, line it up. Plus it gives you more exposure to how easy this is. We're just going to go ahead and put a little mark right there. We're going to put a little mark right there. We are going to take our first score line, put it in the canal, swing it over to where our tick mark is in the canal, and slice. Do the same thing to the other side. Score line in the canal, tick mark in the canal, and slice. Okay. Now we are going to add this beautiful paper to our corners down here. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Oh, you're not watching the replay, Wendell. You are with us live. So welcome. Okay, so now we're going to add our glue to this side. Isn't this paper beautiful? Oh my gosh, love this paper. I think it's going away, I'm not sure, but I love it. Look at that. Pretty, pretty. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is go ahead and bring this in, and we're going to bring in a bell. Now, let me show you. I'm using this golden greenery, and I'm using the paper. Okay, the paper. And I cut out some bells. Look at this, so that I didn't have to do the work. I'm going to just add this little guy right there. I'm going to put him right in the corner like I like to do. Just get a little bit of tape. I'll cut it off just a tiny bit. A little bit, not much. And that way it looks like it's off the page. Now, you can put a beautiful message in there. I do not see. I have one message that I'm going to put on the front. So let's go ahead and get this laid down. This one is our third bonus card, and you can see how easily this goes together. Now we are lining it up top to bottom, side to side. Look at that. So pretty so far. Now we decided to bring in cherry cobbler as the mat. So let's go ahead and lay this down. Just get a little bit of glue on the back. This would be a beautiful card if you're going to a Christmas party. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Stands up perfectly. Now we're going to bring in our mats. And I have some gold paper. And we're only going to do 2 mats on this one. But I want to show you what I did. I used that stamp set and I cut out using pecan pie. Can you see how I put stickles on there? Oh my goodness, it looks like snow, right? I also put it on some old olive. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Love that. So we are going to stamp our message first, because that tells us where we can put our beautiful bells and our branches. So let's go. Tap, tap, tap. Oh, and that's a beautiful stamp. So let's do that. Just going to get it as close as I can to the edge. Oh, look at that. Friends and family are the true gifts of Christmas. So pretty. And you are right. It is elegant, Judy. So pretty. Now, let's go ahead and add some, what, dimensionals? I know, I like dimensionals. Okay, I'm going to put one in the middle for good measure. So when we send it to a loved one, family, or friends, it doesn't get smushed. Okay. And I always like to just check to make sure everything's off. Uh-oh. I think my blue got on it a little bit. Not to worry, because I'm going to put a branch right over it. So here we go. I want to put them just like this, and then I'm going to put it like that. So I'm going to put a little bit of tape right here, and I'm going to run it down this side. I'm going to just put it just like that. And put this one like that. Ah, look at that, looking pretty. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my bells up here. But we want to go ahead and add a little bit more. So I'm going to just put some glue right here. A little bit of glue. A little bit of tape right there. Let's see. And let it stick up just a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to add a little dimensional right there. And right there. You can see how quickly this goes together, right? I love this card. We're just going to put that right there. I'm going to cover up that corner. You know I want to. And look at how easy we have it. Look at that. Wow! I love it. Okay. Just going to get a little bit of glue. Line up our points. Make sure we have the same distance, top to bottom, side to side. Just hold it down. And look at that. What do you think? Isn't that elegant? And you saw how easy it was. You open it up and you get all this rich paper right here. Stands up perfectly. So you know what I'm going to say. Take a moment and let me know which card is your favorite. Let me see. Take a moment and leave a comment in the chat room. Which do you like? Oh my goodness, we just appreciate y'all so much. Now, as you're looking at those, I'm going to show you another card. Look at this one. We only used 2 mats. We brought in the cherry cobbler. This is the one I told you about, that sometimes you bring in a color that you don't see a lot of. This is the cherry cobbler. And yes, this is a light color, but that cherry cobbler makes it pop, I think anyway. And look at that. We have our birds, and it says we're cute together. So there's one. And finally, oh, this one is so cute. Wait till you see this one. Look at the otters. Oh my goodness, look at them. You're utterly amazing. Look at that. There's a little school of fish right there. Once again, you can jazz it up or you can keep it simple. So I'm looking to see, I love the first one you made, this one. Oh, I love that one too. The Christmas, the middle, the flowers. Oh, Teresa, hey Teresa, you love them all. Martin loves them all. Susan Martin. Lisa, hey Lisa, she likes the yellow one. Karen loves them all. All are beautiful. Okay, thank you so much. Now I want to remind you, if you want to be in the running for that wonderful Christmas Happy Mail box we're going to send out full of stuff, and it's free, you need to watch this video. Yes, watch it. Like it, share it, leave a comment, and we are going to select some winners on Sunday. Well, wait just a minute. I want to remind everyone that our next live is on the 19th. And Maudie and I just appreciate you so much sticking with us. And oh my goodness. Thank you so much for not giving up on us and coming back to join us. Sorry that we had technology problems. We don't usually have that. Well, Maudie and I hope you go out and make it a fantastic weekend. Until next time, have lots of creative moments, and we'll see you in the next video. Check us out next week. Bye-bye.